Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today is gonna be a sad video, a little bit sad. One of my favorite games, I would say, is shutting down for good. At least in the Western side, because the Korean servers, I would assume they're still going. But yeah, here's the statement. It's Master X Master, by the way, and here's their statement. There is no easy way to say this, but regretfully, we will be discontinuing our servers for MXM, with the final day of the games being January 31. So they're shutting down completely at the end of the first month of 2018. So basically, uh, they did not state one of their like why the game is shutting down. I would assume it's because of declining player base, but I don't think like having like couple of hundreds players is enough to shut the game down. There was like some controversy earlier that I think it was earlier this year where like they actually had bots, like they were botting their own game uh, because like the player base and the queues were quite high, and they there was like a lot of suspicious acts where like the builds were so weird, and like the bots were building some weird shit, and their names were botish names, like gamers guy 2018, shit like that, something I wouldn't assume someone in 2017 would name their uh, account something like that. This is so like 22 27 210, 27 20 27 2010. I don't think, yeah. Anyway, so this is my thoughts, okay? When I played this game in the alpha, the beta, and release. In all of these states, I enjoyed the game during the beta. During the beta, we had everything unlocked. That's why I liked it so much. I honestly did love having all champions unlocked. This is a problem, right? When you have a new MOBA and try to compete with League of Legends that's been or Dota that's been out for years and being the top dog out there, you should have some sort of a smart marketing strategy when you're marketing your game. Why did, for example, Paladins been successful a game which is a hero shooter with a MOBA-esque. Well, every hero shooter game kind of plays out like a MOBA because like there's character with specific abilities. Why that game did succeed? Because one, it was free to play. Two, they had a very cheap deal, which was like $20 to unlock your all the champions and all the future champions. That's a really great deal to appeal to new players. You make them, oh, I don't need to grind all the way back up again. Like in my opinion, if you want me to play your game and make me actually worth my time in your game, I need a deal that makes my all my grinding in League, unlocking all the champions in League, did not go to waste. Oh, okay, you're setting me a price tag of $20 to unlock all the champions on all future champions, while permanently locking the skins for me. Okay, the accessibility of a skin or a cosmetic item once every say a month or 2 months. That's a great deal. There is some sort of a sense of progress. So that's one. What they did in Master X Master, of course, they locked all the champions, and you cannot uh, buy them. At least not in the standard way. Many of the champions you can buy them in the standard way while playing the game and you get currency, but other champions you have to actually do certain things. You have to play certain PvE modes. Yeah, you have to, like, this game had the PvE modes, and it was so good. The PvE modes felt fairly challenging and fairly fun. But I don't want to play or have certain achievements to unlock a character that I want to play, right? It's so dumb. I'm not here to play an MMORPG. I'm here to play a competitive MOBA game. This is about being competitive. This is not about like if you want to go that path, maybe you should have like went for a buy to play kind of style, like Diablo or something like that. You could have marketed that way, not a free to play. This is not The game is high quality with so many fun game modes and PvE modes. The champions are so appealing, they're so fun, they're so interesting. The voice acting is legit good. Like the English voice acting was done so well. I honestly think if they actually went for like with a style of, say, okay, we're gonna put 20 bucks deal for you, or like a bundle or a pack, and you can unlock all champions and future champions. And here's the thing, the Korean like the Korean version of this game have been out there for years, right? And many of these champions are not actually new. They get imported from the Korean resources, so they're not actually investing any time. If anything, they're just like trying to fix bugs, maybe translating abilities, voice acting. Not something that when they import a new champion, it's not like the same thing Riot does. It's just like takes them about years to develop a new champion, right? So yeah, they're just like fixing technical issues and translation. So they're not really wasting, or not. I don't mean wasting, but investing so much money as much as Riot when they make a new champion. In comparison, you see what I'm saying here? So instead, you just like make this bundle, okay, 20 bucks. Okay, I don't think I can go 30 because 30 is too much. 20 bucks is the ideal. Paladins and Smite, they're doing it right because it's the same company after all. But 20 bucks for unlocking all the champions, I'm happy. Battle Rights is actually the same game, but it's only arena. Actually, Battle Right is like a quarter of what this game is, because this game has the arena mode, has the PvP MOBA style, and the PvE modes. And like a fun rotating game modes that are super fun. But you know, it just Battle Right done it better. Just pay 20 bucks and you get all the future champions and all champions. And for cosmetic rewards, oh well, you get like a loot box every now and then, and maybe you can get something that you like. So this is a problem. This is the biggest problem with Max MXM or Master X Master. So for my next point is the MOBA style. Their MOBA style, the genre of the MOBA they made. They made such a complex mechanics in the game that I don't even know if those things apply to PvE or PvP. There's like some sort of gems, and like those are like RPG elements that doesn't really fit in a MOBA. League of Legends, it's like the rune and mastery system with League of Legends, but it's much more in depth. Well, League right now they changed the rune system and masteries, then they combined them into one thing because they felt that such a system belongs in an RPG and not in MOBA. People, I need clarity of my game. I need specific numbers. I need to know what I'm doing right and wrong with the numbers. Because these things belong in an RPG. Those mastery points and these complex, in-depth mechanics. Those belongs in an RPG world because the RPG world is so big. There's so many things you can do, right? While in MOBA, it's like dude, I'm playing a 20 minutes game. I don't need all this shit, like this in-depth numbers and mechanics and shit. If they got, well, I think they're called nodes. If they got rid of those nodes and shit, the game would be in so much better state. And about ranking up abilities. I see they're failing somewhat in there. Every time you rank up an ability in the Master X Master, it doesn't. It does like have increased damage, I think, but more importantly, the ability itself kind of changes um, slightly, which is makes it have longer range. You see, this is not a. This is something you'd see in like I said, an RPG game. Well, you can get this glyph that makes your ability range 10 times longer, or something like that, or 10% longer, or something like that. This is not doesn't belong in a MOBA. I don't need to like, dude. I'm in a highly intense game. Why do you think I should care to know about? So if I rank this ability right now, I'm gonna have a longer range. Oh wait, maybe if I rank this ability, it will have a slightly larger cone. This is something that I did not like about Master X Master, but it's actually similar to what Heroes of the Storm is doing. Yet, at least Heroes of the Storm, it's the only progression system they had in the game. They don't have any of these mastery points or nodes. It's the only thing that exists in the game, right? It's the only thing. And in comparison, Heroes of the Storm is a lot slower pace than yet okay, the game Heroes of the Storm is slightly or maybe a lot slower than Master X Master because of the how the objective works. Okay, because it feels like in Heroes of the Storm, until a new objective spawns, you just have to play a bit passive. There's no point of actually fighting. You just like have to play passively until the next big objective spawns, and you have to fight over it. While in Master X Master, it's a consistent amount of fighting. It's always there. There's always fighting. There's always something happening. Well, so reading your ability, your choices is actually quite um, not necessarily a thing that should exist in the game, because there's always something happening. While in Heroes of the Storm, like I said, there's like certain points where you have to okay, chill out. I'm gonna read one of these options here for me. And in Heroes of the Storm, they don't fucking throw everything at you. Every 3 levels, you can get one from out of 3 choices. While in Master X Master, once you level up, all of your abilities are an option to rank up. It's like in League, except it's more detailed. So yeah, this is one of the problems I see failing for Master X Master. If actually, I honestly think if they simplified these things and removed a couple of things here and there, um, the game would be in such a better state. I believe it would be um, a really, really good game. Some of the people like are blaming the game. What is it again? Let's see. Let's see. So, okay. Let me read. Support infant funds provided before closes. Okay. Absolutely no marketing for this game. No. Honestly, here's the thing. If your game by itself is good, people will talk. You do not need to make some or cancerous ads all over the place. If your game is good as it is, people will talk and start recommending it for each other. It's not, don't do not blame the game's marketing, at least outside of the game. But inside of the game, the marketing inside of the game is actually shit. But outside of the game, I think is outside of the game is actually doesn't matter, right? So that's about it, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.